Good morning. I'm Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today we're going to talk cardstock. So right now, Stampin' Up! Has a sale going on, and it's 20% off the new Two-Tone Cardstock. And so I wanted to show you, and I have a package here that is the two-tone. The two-tone cardstock is lighter weight than our regular cardstock is. So this shows you the color difference between the two sides. The two-tone cardstock is more like it's photocopied, so it does have a white center, which means you can do some really fun things with it. Once you've embossed it, you can sand it. There is my, and then I have a little sanding block here. And so if you just see how it shows the white in there. So this paper it's more like it's photocopied, whereas our normal Stampin' Up! Cardstock is dyed all the way through. Our paper is. So this is just a little different. The nice thing about it is that it does give you another thing that you can do with it, but it also gives you two colors. So it gives you a darker and a lighter color, kind of like our Stampin' Blends. You have a dark and a light. So here is the crumb cake, and there's the dark and the light. So this packet I put together has, we're going to use that one, has a couple of different colors. This is pecan pie. Look at the difference in that. And you know, the thing is sometimes you want a dark and a light. Sometimes you want something a little bit lighter or a little bit darker. When you get ready to put it with a piece of designer series paper, sometimes these different colors match better. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to make two cards, super simple cards, just a layer or two. And I am going to use, this is what I would normally use. So this is my inside, this is my outside. Oops, I forgot to put my stamp on a block here. Let's get a block for that. All kinds of things going on outside my window this morning, so I'm seeing them. One of them is my son's returning. I didn't know he was gone. Let's see, we're going to let's use Misty Moonlight. Let's see if I can find one really quick here. There it is. And so I am using Misty Moonlight in both the regular cardstock. So this is our mixed florals that I'm using here. And I'm just going to stamp a greeting on the top of this. And hopefully I can stamp this straight and do a nice job because it's going right on the DSP. Okay, and let's get some adhesive. That would be a good thing to have, right? I thought I was ready. Okay, so this is one of the designer series papers, and that's got a pretty back. I hadn't even looked at that. So I cut it, and this is just 3 3/4 by 5, and the layer underneath is 5 1/4 by 4. And like I said, I want to just do a simple card this morning, and we're going to weigh it. We're going to see if there's a difference. Because one of the things that I said in my email that went out is postage is going up in the middle of this month. So if you haven't gotten your postage yet for Christmas, you might want to do that now, because the price of postage is going up. So this is a regular piece of, this is all what I would normally use. So this is a regular piece of Misty Moonlight. And I see I have a score line. Huh. I wonder where that came from. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the inside. And this has very few layers. if you're like me, you have more layers than this. This is not a normal card for me. I usually pop this up and pop up other things, and we have to add some bling to it. But for this purpose, I wanted just a simple card. Now this one, and I have used our thick card base on this because I feel like we need a good sturdy card base. Okay, the rest of it, we can use other things. But for that, I wanted a good sturdy card base. So I did stay with that card base. However, let's stamp our greeting here. I'm going to do it exactly the same. I've just used different products. Okay, so same DSP. So this DSP weighs the same thing, of course. I'll just attach that to, this is Misty Moonlight. So Misty Moonlight has two different sides. This side is closer in color to what our regular cardstock. This side is darker. I think I'll use the darker side. That way I'll know them apart. So I'm just going to attach that to the front of here. Now this is the two-tone cardstock that I'm putting this on. And then I'm just going to attach that to the front of the card. And like I said, this is our basic white thick cardstock that I'm using for my card base. And then this is the inside. Now for the inside, I have used the two-tone again. So I'll stay with that. And I have used White Willow. Now White Willow is a lighter weight cardstock. So we have 3 different weights of white. This is our White Willow. It only comes in a 12 by 12. And then we have our regular cardstock, which is, I have to figure out which one it is. It's this one. And then we have our thick. Okay. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but the White Willow has a little bit different shade, a little more blue in it maybe than our regular. But if you're putting a layer in between, it helps to make that transition better. So I have used the White Willow for the inside here. And if you look at our DSP, the white there doesn't always match either. But, so the whites are different. There's whites and blacks and blues. There are so many shades of white, black, and blue, and red. Okay, so this is for our inside of our card, and we're going to go ahead and put that on the inside. And so I used the White Willow, which is a little lighter weight, and I used the two-tone cardstock on this one. So now let's weigh them and see what happens. Let's close up my stamp pad here. Okay, so I have my scale, and I'm just going to bring that I'll just bring this part in so you guys can see that. And we'll find out if there's a difference. Let's turn it on. Okay, we're going to weigh our regular one first. Okay. Can you guys see that? So it weighs 5 ounces. Oh, it weighs 8 ounces now. Wait a minute. You can't keep changing. All right, let's try this again. Let's turn it off, turn it back on. Is something touching on it? That's what I'm wondering. Okay. Card on. It weighs 6 ounces. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. That way we know it's cleared out. Turn it back on. This is our one with our two-tone cardstock. Oh, sorry, guys. And it's showing 6 ounces. So it's not showing any difference with this number of layers. Now, I'm wondering if we get further in, how many layers do you put on a card though? Let's do, no, I can't do that. I don't know that it would make any difference at all. Maybe if you get 10 layers on your card, but if you have 10 layers on your card, it's going to cost you more to mail it. So I'm not sure that it will make a difference. That's just interesting. I thought there was an ounce difference, but it is not showing. Whoop, wait a minute. We can't keep changing. Now it weighs 5 ounces. And that's what I thought it was. I thought it was 5 ounces and 6 ounces. So there may be an ounce difference. And as you get up there in the number of layers you put on the card, there we go. That's 5 ounces. That is the two-tone cardstock. And this is 6 ounces. So you'll find this on my blog. But the cardstocks are on sale right now for 20% off for the next couple of days until the 11th, I believe, 9th, 10th, and 11th. And so if you want to pick up on cardstock, I would recommend you do it now. It's a great price. So you buy 5 packages and your 5th one is free. Right? Join me every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. and we'll make a fun project together. Thank you. Bye-bye.